last night I started doing salvage contracts, but not the legal kind, rather the personal tab salvage contracts, which are technically illegal, but not so illegal that... Oh, my Mercury Star Runner's destroyed. That's a bummer. Not so illegal that it's going to give you a crime stat. And I started scraping the hulls with the Vulture, and it was going pretty well. The nice thing about the personal tab salvage contracts is there's usually cargo inside that you can grab up and sell. And I was targeting ships that were quicker to scrape because I wanted to get all the salvage, the recycled material off of them. Wait, where am I? Oh, hangar 2. And it was worthwhile because I was able to get all the hull, and then I would look inside, and there would typically be 0 to 3 cargo crates inside, and sometimes that was ore, sometimes that was wine and spirits. These are actually scrap that I wasn't able to sell because no one wants it. I tried Grim Hex and I tried Brio's brick salvage yard. But every once in a while I'm finding these crates that are just worth a fortune. It's the hides and the eggs. And in only 1 hour I was able to make over 1 million credits, which just sounds unreal. So obviously I put all the other types of gameplay on hold while I tested this theory. I spent the next hour after that repeating the same thing, and I was able to earn 900,000 credits. So 900,000 to 1 million credits in 1 hour seems like a pretty good gig. But I'll show you what I'm looking at here. If we go to the personal tab and we go to salvage, we've got these. Constellation was the first big find, but I did this one at Hurston, which this one's also at Hurston, so I mean, it might be good, but I'm at Grim Hex, so I'm going to try to stay near Yela. The Freelancer Max has been really good for me. There's a Hammerhead and Caterpillar, and they charge 30,000 for these contracts if you look at the bottom right. But of the 5 contracts I purchased of Hammerhead and Caterpillar, they were always completely empty. Like, not even 1 crate of cargo in them, which was super disappointing. But this is a Freelancer at Yela, so let's accept that. It costs 10,000. And instead of making you guys sit through, you know, all these contracts where I try to grind, I'll just skip the parts that are boring. Maybe I'll just do the first one so you can see how it works, but we just go to Yela, we click on the salvage right here. Set route. Spool up our drive. This is obstructed by the planet, so let's just get out of Grim Hex first. Anyway, I originally was using my Vulture, and I came across a Freelancer Misc that had probably 60 or 80 crates of cargo in the back of it. So I panicked, went as fast as I could back to Grim Hex, because if you don't know, these contracts have 30-minute timer on them. If you look at the top of my screen right now, it's counting down, which isn't a big deal. I can usually get in and out in 5 or 6 minutes. But here I came to the point. I'm just going to go over to the ship. We'll boost over there. It's a Freelancer. And I went and got my MSR and filled it up very quickly. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about snapping anything to the grid. You can just throw it in the back, scoot over to Grim Hex and sell what you can, and then the salvage yard typically takes another third of your cargo. That's actually what pays the big bill, the big crates. the 200,000 crates, the 90,000 credit crates. But this is our ship. One thing you can do is scan it. So you hit V, Victor, and just scan it. And it seems like half the time it works, half the time it doesn't, but it's going to show what kind of ship it is on the left, and if it populates on the right, it's going to show me what cargo's inside. So I can save a lot of time. Yeah, this one I'm going to save some time. So it has a Revenant Tree Pollen. I don't know if that's valuable. I don't think it is. Altrucia Toxin. Maybe it's valuable. Distilled Spirits is definitely not valuable. It's probably like 300 credits a crate, but let's go ahead and do this one anyway. So we're just going to line up to the back. And I started doing this because some of these have a lot of crates in them, so we can save a lot of time by getting lined up well. Hit insert, hold Y. And then I'm going to actually just get rid of this salvage because it's useless. If you see this bronze, brownish colored container, I think it's pretty safe to not bother scooping them up because so far they've all been impossible to sell, and even when they are sellable, they're not worth a whole lot, so no big loss. I'm just going to open the door and turn on our flashlight. This bright green and gray container is a really good sign. I know that that's one of the really valuable containers, so when you see that one, scoop it up for sure. You'll also see a lot of these white and blue containers. These are hit or miss. I'm able to move about half of them. The other half are like uncut drugs and things that I just cannot move. So it's worth taking all these. If you see a container that's all gray, and I'll show you what that looks like later when I see one, just leave them. That's typically just ore, and the ore, as far as I know, isn't selling anywhere right now. And that's it. That mission is done. I don't know if we got 10 grand worth, but we got something. So we just go to missions, personal, salvage, see what else is up. If you see a freelancer max, always take it. Otherwise, I just typically go for freelancers because they're quick and easy. This one looks good. We'll take that. Spent another 10,000. I'll go to my accepted. We're going to activate that one, and then cancel this one. Abandon it. And it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't seem to count against you at all. I've probably done 30 or 40 of these missions. It doesn't seem like it affects anything negatively to cancel those missions. It was kind of funny, I was at Grim Hex and I had a bunch of ore and I couldn't sell it anywhere, so I just kind of threw it out into space. Oh, I just warped into an asteroid. That's nice. I just threw everything out into space, and some guy in chat said, "Hey, where can I sell ore?" And someone said, "Where did you get it?" And he said he just found it floating around at Grim Hex. It's kind of cool. It persisted long enough for somebody to randomly just swoop in and pick it up. Alright, let's see what we have on this one. So I'm going to hit V, hold left click. This one I might not be able to scan. That happens sometimes. Yeah, I'm trying to scan right now. I guess it's also possible I don't exactly know how to use the scanner properly, but it seems like I'm holding left click, it's not really doing anything else, so let's just get into position. Alright, that should be pretty good. Oh, insert is what I bound to open and close all my external doors. That's why I said insert earlier. I realize it's probably different for everyone, but... Alright, let's open this. And... nada. There are 2 other rooms behind there that you could have cargo in, but every time I've checked there hasn't been any, so I'm at the point now where I'm just fairly certain they never show up there. But swing and a miss. Now let's do a whole bunch more. Alright. Here's an Aquila. I forgot to hit record before I hit this, but if you shoot the cargo bay just a couple times, it'll open up and you can look inside. I can see there's nothing in there, so on to the next one. That is probably scrap, but I guess I don't know for sure, so we'll see. And that could be anything. So bummer update. The server 30k'd and I woke up at Grim Hex and my Cuddy Black is in unknown territory. So I lost the 7 crates of who knows what. But that's alright. We'll take the MSR. It'll be a little more space. It's not as quick to get it in and out of, but it is a fun ship to fly, so I don't mind. What? What is that? I think it's a piece of someone's ship that I can interact with. Oh, it's a chair. Alright. Can I sit? Can I sit in this chair? There's a chair in my ceiling. Nope, it's just a chair. Alright. Not weird at all. So, the, I don't know, 5 missions we've done, 50,000 credits, evaporated. So, not off to a great start. Let's get the door started. But I started the game last night with 1.3 million, and now I'm over 3 million after the last 2 hours of running these missions. So, I'm motivated. I'm willing to put another million into it. I'm sure it won't take that long to find something good, but I really like the Freelancers. It seems like that's... I guess I could try a Starfarer. I don't even know how to navigate a Starfarer, to be honest. It's 30 grand. No, forget that. We're gonna stick to the Freelancers. So far, every $30,000 or credit contract that I've run, the ships have been empty. I think because they just assume you're getting so much scrap, you'll be happy with what you receive. Freelancer. I do not like asteroid fields at night. I've had some bad experiences. See if we can scan it. Yep, sure can. Alright, we've got Widow, Slam, Scrap, Neon, Etam. I happen to know that's all crap, just because it seems like the drugs aren't selling anywhere. Some things that sound like drugs are, but specifically the drugs not so much. But I might as well take this opportunity to show you how you open the hatch with your guns. You just shoot it a couple times and it opens. And sometimes you can get real close and just kind of peek in there to see if there's some cargo, and there is a tiny amount. I guess I'm not sure that I can't sell that stuff, so I'll just grab it. Open doors, hold Y. The only downside to shooting open a door is it only opens halfway. And as far as I can tell, I don't have a way of opening it the rest of the way because I think I broke the door. So even if I go up to it and hold F, like right here, there's no option to open it more. So I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you're pretty sure there's nothing on it you want, or if you're pretty sure there's nothing on it, because getting the containers out would be is a little bit more of a challenge with a door like that. This is the nice thing about the MSR, you can just kind of throw stuff in there, you're not too worried about making it fit. What color is this one? Did I say scrap? Because I think that's scrap. I think I did. And then the rest of these must be drugs. Which some of these white and blue containers are good, so don't just ignore them. Whoa. There we go. There, nice and tidy. When a server has poor performance, oops, that's the wrong way. These doors take forever to open. Fortunately, the server isn't doing something terrible. Open sesame. Oh, not great. So a couple of them I found had like 2 columns and they were filled all the way to the back. I mean, it was crazy. And these are the gray ones. Turn on my flashlight to make sure. Yeah, these are all gray. That's going to be ore. You're not going to be able to sell it anywhere. So I just launch them. Same thing. And this one I'm sure is the same. That's common with these. On to the next one. So this is another one that scanned no cargo, but as I learned from that one ship, no cargo doesn't necessarily mean no cargo, so gotta check it. So graceful. This one actually has no cargo. Okay. So I just scanned this one and there is a lot of stuff in there. But if you'll notice, cargo number 27, gasping weevil eggs, that's a jackpot. That's going to be a, I think that's going to be a green and gray container. This is definitely a good one. So let's grab the stuff. This probably paid for all of our fails already and more. We'll want to make sure we're good and lined up for this one because we've got some unloading to do. Probably up and nose down. That's pretty good. So my theory behind it only being Freelancer maxes and constellations was incorrect because this is just Freelancer misc. So apparently they can spawn anywhere, but look at this amount of cargo. That's a crazy amount. And I'm gonna guess either that one or this one is gonna be the weevil eggs. There might be something else valuable too. This one, that's probably just scrap because it's that ugly brown color. But I'll grab it just in case. And then these white and blue containers, it's hit or miss, but these gray, solid gray containers are definitely just ore, so I'll be tossing those to space. That is an empty Freelancer dirt. Empty. That would be an Aquila. Scan this Cutlass Black and I see Revenant Tree Pollen again. I don't know if that's any good, or Altrucia Toxin. I mean, I know Distilled Spirits is probably nothing, but we'll grab it. It's probably valuable just because it's in that green container, and so far that green container's been really good to me. But we'll see. Scanning, it's an Aquila. It's processed food and scrap, so pretty sure that's just gonna be junk, but let's double check just to make sure. Yep, just the two. That one's interesting. Is that actually in the rock? Yeah. I think it is. No, that must be behind the rock, right? No way. I don't want to get too close to this rock in case it has invisible walls. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be salvageable, but let's scan it anyway since we're here. Then we can, wait, can I see that? I can see the outline of it. Oh, but it's still in the rock. I need a really big mining ship to break this rock. I can't get a clear scan on it anyway. If I shoot it, I can hit it. Nope. It has asteroid armor. Oh well. Was that a greenie? Yeah, alright. That could be good. Hopefully this one's not a rock. It's definitely close to the rock. Yeah, we're alright. Processed food and scrap. Check. Yep, just those two. That is actually empty. That's sad. So here's what our cargo looks after selling at Grim Hex. It just kind of takes whatever it wants out of there. I did snap these to the grid because I'm OCD like that, but you don't have to. You can just have it all in here in a giant pile, it'll still read it just fine. Alright, so I did the math. In about an hour I earned 305,000. Last night in about an hour I earned $1 million, and about an hour and a half later I earned another 900,000. So it's all over the map. It's kind of like treasure hunting. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. I'll have 5 or 6, sometimes maybe even 7 ships with nothing, or maybe 1 or 2 crates in there. But then every once in a while you just get lucky and you'll find the mother lode. I haven't found any crazy loads since like I found last night. I'll probably do this some more tonight yet, but last night I found it had to be at least 60 crates in one container, so I was selling lots of hides. That's how quickly I got up to 1 million credits quickly. But I don't know if they're going to patch this or not. It seems kind of silly that these are just salvage missions, because you don't need to have a salvage ship to do them. I tried doing it with a salvage ship, but it just took longer and I made less money because I was worried about getting the salvage. The weapons you don't really make any money for, so this is probably the better method, is just fly around and pick things up. You don't need a Mercury Star Runner or anything big. I think a Cutlass Black is perfect for the job. In fact, I prefer it just because it's a little more maneuverable. It's quicker in and out, and if you need to do some fighting, you can. In all of these missions, I haven't encountered any security forces. I haven't been scanned at all. I did have one security forces that remained still while we scan you. I just jumped into quantum, no crime stat or anything. The closest I ever came to running out of time was when I was salvaging with a vulture, and then I ran out of time, or I found the 60 crates, ran back to Grim Hex, got my Mercury Star Runner, came back, loaded up. By the time I left, I had 2 minutes left on the timer, but I still didn't run out, so I didn't encounter anything bad. But yeah, good luck.